Is my mic's not plugged in? Or it's broken. Because it's definitely not coming through. What is, it's muted. Look at the, Angelina.
Hello.
No. Oh. Look at the mic. And this one is muted too. Okay, so update. It's not the cord.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is how we're starting off.
I was gonna stop and get a Starbucks too, but I was like,
You're really sweet for that. It's one of those.
The line was so long.
That it's like.
I was like, no way.
No, we're not doing that.
And also, I couldn't remember your order.
I don't know how that makes me feel that you forgot my order, but. Why is it not in your notes?
I'm not a actually, it might be. I just didn't check.
And you are becoming a coffee person, but it's just like peppermint.
Yeah.
Is what you like. All right. Well.
Wait, actually, is it? No, your coffee order isn't my thing.
Venti blonde shaken espresso. Damn, maybe I should take your coffee order, even though it's just peppermint mocha, isn't it?
Yeah.
With nothing else.
Yeah.
Wow. See, like, that's how you know I'm the real, true
Okay. Friend. Well, listen, I am not a coffee drinker, so I don't even know what what the hell is a blonde coffee? Is it
I don't know. I think it's just, like, stronger, apparently. I want this side of the mic right here. Okay.
I put the...
Da-da-da-da-da. Huh?
I put the thing the right way.
No, I know, but sometimes like this like see how like when I'm right here it sounds like this, and then if I step back it's like
yeah.
here. I'm trying to get it so that it sounds like that even when I'm talking. Like why? Okay.
So venti blonde
shaken espresso.
Or because I know that's not your only fee.
No, it is just 3 pumps classic, 3 pumps caramel. Oh, I don't switch. I'm like a dedicated espresso girl. For blonde shaken espresso. And every time I post about Starbucks being trash, everybody's like, girl, you're funding a genocide. And listen, who knows what anybody actually really does in this world, but I did research, and Starbucks has this thing called Starbucks on the Record, where they addressed every single claim like ever made against them in terms of like the genocide, and they say that they never that they don't donate to the genocide. They donate to an organization, and then that organization picks where the money goes or something like that. So you know what? Like, let me enjoy my Starbucks in peace. I don't know if I think that they're the culprits anymore.
Listen.
Just look up Starbucks on the Record before anybody comes at anybody for Starbucks. Look, I got it right. I didn't do my usual. Usually I go like this, everybody, but...
You're not freaking... Gen X or whatever.
RAR. Do you remember that?
Yeah, RAR.
Oh my god. What was the computer platform everybody used to edit those videos and photos?
Oh my god.
You know what I'm talking about, and it wasn't Canva back in the day. No. Pixar? No,
Movie Star.
Was it? It was not the videos, but it was the photos, like you'd put like the RAR on it or like the XOXO. I don't know what it was, though, at all.
Dude, I don't know, but it was the photo booth app on Apple.
And then you got to... But did you remember, like, you'd edit like,
yeah.
RAR, like, the text? Oh, that just brought me back to going on the computer in my mom's basement, like, playing Sims until crack ass of dawn. I used to make Sims of every boy I ever liked and put them in a house with me, and then kill the Sims parents, so that it was just me and the boys. Like, the signs were there. The mommy and daddy issue signs were there.
Yep.
From the jump.
Somebody
just needed to look at my Sims, but nobody looked at my Sims, so. Alrighty.
Club Penguin.
Oh my god. Club Penguin had, Webkins.
Oh my god.
Also another there, the signs were there. I used to go into Target and rip them off the Webkins because my mom wouldn't buy them for me.
Oh.
Yeah, so I feel bad if like somebody ever from the Targets by us like went to get a Webkins and there was like nothing on it. I was the culprit. Listen, you gotta own up to your truth.
Remember Zach and Cody's Sweet Life on Deck game? Or was it Sweet Life on Deck?
Yeah, but remember they used to have like a bunch. Oh my god, what was the
Hannah Montana game?
Tropicana?
Yeah.
Pop Tropica?
Yes.
That one had me in a chokehold, me and my brother.
I love Disney website. I was like, oh, can I go on Disney website? Like, I had to ask, like, and my Mimi had to, like, watch me.
Go on the thing?
Yeah.
Bro, that's when, like, the internet was first popping. Well, not first popping off, but that's when it started to.
Yeah.
Like, with all... I remember, like, everyone used to... MySpace.
Oh, my God.
I bet you if I say to it, like, it's crazy because Elijah's going to grow up and, like, in social media and stuff, and I'm going to be like, do you know what MySpace... He didn't even know what Pandora was. He was like, is that, like, something for music? Right? I was like, yes, something for music. I'm like, you know what MySpace is? Because that was kind of fading out even when we were growing up.
Yeah.
I never had a MySpace.
I did.
I don't think I had a MySpace.
I wasn't allowed to have Facebook, but I just changed my name and made a Facebook. Then I got caught.
I was going to say, I always got caught.
I always got caught. I don't know how.
Alrighty, well, welcome to the Get Well Soon podcast. That was our introduction for you guys. We're not even going to do our little 3, 2, 1. We're just going to get into it. So, good morning, Get Well Soon family.
And happy Sunday.
This is your host, Tyler Kidd.
And your co-host, Angelina Mesa.
And whether you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Spotify, you're watching us here over on YouTube, hello. And welcome back to the 6th episode of Season 2, Deep Below of the Get Well Soon podcast. Oh, I thought you were laughing like I fucked up.
No, you did good.
Damn, yeah, I was on a roll. No, I forgot. I'm just kidding. Make sure that you guys are subscribing, liking our videos, just making sure if you're leaving ratings, reviews, we told you guys all publicity is good publicity. We'll take it all.
Yeah.
But if you give us 1 star, you're lying to yourself. And our fans tell us opposite, so our listeners, I hate the word fans, but
I know.
People are a fan of the show, so
yeah.
I guess you could say it. We now offer a resource center in our link in bio tools, so we link just like we have from the eating disorder seminar that we went to, things like that. If you guys ever want resources found or put in, just let us know, but we're building that up, so just keep your eye out on there as it continues to grow for you guys. As always, we say create the space. This podcast is just... Can my brain, rapidly, pick up function speed? This podcast is for you guys just as much as it is for us. Mm-hmm. So, let's do our weekly check-in. How you feeling?
Good.
You look more alive today.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Do you feel more alive? Or what are we thinking? What are we feeling? Because last weekly check-in gave nothing. Actually, quite literally gave nothing.
Nothing. I guess... I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast, but I did fail my semester. Last semester.
We're going there. Okay.
Yeah.
It's time. Wait, I feel like I'm not sitting properly. I feel like I need to be able to look at you because I was just surprised. I was like, what did she not share? No, you did not share that.
No, so I guess it's time. I failed by 0.4 completely. Life got in the way. My mind wasn't in school fully in the very beginning. So this is your guys' reminder that if you're in nursing school, no matter what's going on in your life, put yourself in school first.
100%.
Because if you miss one thing or get behind in readings, you'll end up like me. So instead of graduating in end of April, I will be graduating August 9th.
Which is not that...
No.
Not that bad. Not that far off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Me and the girls I got really close with in nursing school, people don't get the bond we have. We did everything together. We texted each other when we pulled up to the school. We walked out of our cars together. We did all of our assignments.
You bonded with them.
We bonded. We all, I still bond with them. I'm just not in class with them. I still talk to them every day. But it was just a different type of relationship. And we all agree on this, that, we've never really had before. So I think not walking across the stage with them is really what gets me, but I'll be there for their graduation. They'll be there for mine. And they help me through like every day still. So yeah, that is why I have been down bad. It's
But we're up.
we're getting up. I did good on my first exam. But at the end of the day, it's still hard, and it's gonna be hard until the day I graduate. That's just how it's gonna be. So my emotions are just a roller coaster. But
I just want to note it that Angelina is also in an accelerated nursing school program.
yeah, which is completely different than your like. We have 12 weeks. 12 weeks to 5 days a week. I'm 4 days a week. The first and last semester is 5. So, like, we're nonstop. Also, being a mom in nursing school is a lot different.
Yeah.
I have a job, and then I also serve. So, like, it's, like...
She does a lot. Let's just say, like,
I pay bills. Like, I still do all of what... It's not a regular program, and I'm not just doing school, so it's not... Like, I have other responsibilities.
You have a lot. There's a lot of
like, I'm not
responsibilities
20 anymore
on.
where I can, like, be like, oh, I'm going to go study. Just study. Like, I should have had my shit together at 20, but shit happens for a reason.
Yeah, you're fine. You're doing what you're supposed to be at. You're doing fine.
Yeah. But it's crazy because this semester really is flying by. I was just with the girls the other day. And
those are the girls you went out with?
Yeah.
The other night where you were like, oh, we haven't been with the girls in a while, so it was, like, really nice to see them and, like, stuff like that. Oh, I love that. But no, I'm really proud, too, of Angelina because, like you said, you do a lot. It's not just this podcast is a lot. Being a mother is a full-time job. So you already have one full-time job. This is pretty full-time.
Yeah.
Then you serve, which is part-time, but it's still a lot of time. Yeah. And then you're in nursing school full-time. Yeah. So really you're doing many, many full-time jobs.
And also an accelerated program is so much quicker than any other nursing program. So I feel like people, when they're like, oh, like it's... I've been seeing, like, nursing school's not that hard. Okay, nursing school's hard no matter what. You're literally learning how to save someone's life.
In 1,000 different ways.
In 1,000 different ways because no human body is the same. And you have to know different signs and symptoms for different, like, people. They're not always going to be the same. And so I think it's just... Also, it's time management and having enough time to be able to study and learn to teach yourself how to answer different, like, test questions. It's all about critical thinking and learning how to answer the nursing test questions. And if you're in nursing school, you get it. It's completely different. But, I just love the class I was with. Like, even when I see them, they, like, always give me a hug. And I wasn't the only one that failed in my class, but still, it's just, like, and definitely by a 0.4.
When she texted me that it was by a 0.4, I was like, go talk. I was like, literally, go talk to them right now. Like, tell them just to round that shit up. Tell them, like, because it's just, it's crazy to me, the metric systems they use in schools and the way that people get tested as if they're also all the same.
Yeah.
When people are not. Some people are fucking, like, my cousin Brendan is smart.
Yeah.
He's never not been smart, but he doesn't test well.
Yeah.
He's just not good on tests. Well, when we were growing up, I don't know if he is now, but, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he, and then you have me who, like, I'm really good testing and, like, quizzes and stuff like that, but retaining it after that period, I'm not good at.
Yeah.
I have to constantly have to do tests and quizzes to, like, memorize it. So when people, like, for your entire school, like, career, to have to restart because 0.4, it's just, like, I understand people have to hit a certain mark and it's nursing school, and I'm not saying, like, give it easy to everybody, but there should be something to where they can look at your work all year round and be like, okay, she's a good student. Like, she knows what she's doing. She didn't test well. And it's like, it's not free either. Yeah. So, like, I just think that, like...
And also, that's what's frustrating, because I'm graduating in the summer now, so I don't get financial aid. So.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was the financial, because you're not graduating in the. See what I mean? Like, nothing's for the people. So, fuck your job, fuck your whatever. If you need to leave your job, leave your job. If you need to switch your career, switch your career. Because at the end of the day, nothing is in place for us. Like, it's all about the money, and it's all about fucking, I can't. That just pissed me off. That just pissed me off so bad. That, like, because you didn't graduate in the summer, you don't get financial. You know what? Fast fuck, go fuck yourself. You don't work. I didn't get fast food either because my mom's income was for 3 kids.
Well, also, at first, if I didn't have Savannah, I wouldn't get financial aid. But now, because I'm a dependent and, like, she's my... Independent?
No.
You're I'm an independent. She's my dependent.
Yeah.
So, if I didn't have my daughter, I would get no financial aid, and I'm the one paying for my school. How crazy how this system works.
It's a fucking fucked up system. Get well soon's coming for all of them, though, so don't you worry.
Yeah.
Just let me become a millionaire, and I got you guys. But first, we got to get there first.
But besides the point, besides my little...
That was
journey.
Good. I'm really surprised. I was like, that was actually really good. I'm really proud of you for opening up about that. The moment I heard, like, I failed, I was like, oh, shit, hold on. Let me sit up. It was like the episode where you were like, I just want to touch base on, and then you went into, like, the shooting situation or whatever, and I was like, oh, shit, all right, hold on. Let me, like, sit up, be paying attention, like, fully alert. Speaking, though, my weekly check-in.
Yeah.
I'm good.
You're good. This bitch just got back from a game show.
Oh my god, next episode, because I think we might just be ourselves again next episode, and then maybe a special guest. Next episode, I have to, like, dive deep into what happened.
We just need it to be the game show.
Yeah, and so maybe next week, because we have a lot of important stuff to talk about this episode. But guys, I have fucking story times for days. Like, it was crazy.
Wait, can you just at least touch base on
attacked? Okay, so
that's all I want to know.
Okay, I will tell you guys a story time about the lady who attacked us in the woods on the first night.
Oh, it was a lady. You didn't tell me that. You just said a thing attacked us.
Oh no, it was a woman. It was a grown lady who, by the way, we've never seen, never found. All right, so let me just give backstory real quick. I went on a game show. I went on the charity version of Survivor. There's this whole community of LRGs. It blew my mind. Phenomenal experience. I do have to give it its own episode because there was so much that happened and went into it. I placed 10th. I made it to the 4th day out of the 5th. I was a rookie who made it past the merge and all the way through. Yeah. I think I might have been... Brian came back in the battle back, but got eliminated maybe day 1. I was the only rookie that went all the way through the merge. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. And then also something really cool is that they do a ranking, just giving like some stats. They give a ranking, like a massive like Excel spreadsheet of everybody who's ever played over like the 20-something seasons and where they rank, and there's like averages on what they did, things like that. I don't really know how it fully works yet, but one of the stats was... in terms of Survivor score, Melissa comes in at 4th of all time, while Tyler comes in at 19th, Culp 25th, joined the top 25 all-time seasons. Now, do I know exactly what that means? No, but all I know is that everybody else that's like on this list has played, for the most part, multiple seasons. And so to place 19th after doing one season, they just asked me to come do a Long Island one at the end of the month. I was like, I'll get back to you. It's a little close. I want to go in production for like 2 seasons, and then, but there's Blood vs. Water where you do sibling war, so I might little brother on for that. But okay, yeah. So you go out there and we're not eating. There was no food. There was no special treatment. You literally are dumped in the woods. You have a fire pit. You have flint. The rest is on you. We had barbed wire where we were sleeping. Like I literally found like an L-shaped stick and like swept and like cleared the ground. The guys did the firewood. We like hung our bags like up in the trees or whatever. And all you have was water, and you kind of just like get ready for night one. Night 1, it was 37 degrees.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was cold. And so, like, we're in our sleeping bags. I don't know what time it was because you don't really have a sense of time and day. It just is night or daytime. And so we're in our bags and there's a fire going and all you hear, like, here's the fire pit. We're all around it and there's, like, trees and then it's just pitch black everywhere else. And I'm on, like, the outside cusp that kind of goes to, like, somewhat of a scarier part, but Bergen was right there and I was like, Bergen, if something comes to get us, like, it's getting you first. And he was like, facts. I was like, perfect, because, like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm already kind of freaked out because I've never slept in the woods before, but I'm also with all guys.
Yeah.
So I'm like, which I didn't even realize that the whole season I was the only girl with all guys the entire time and all the girls were together on a separate tribe until people started saying to me, like, we were concerned, like, we were nervous for you, like, I can't believe you didn't get voted out. And I was like, oh shit, I guess I was with the guys, but like, I was just chilling. I'm so used to having brothers, I guess. I love every single person on this cast. All you hear from the right in the pitch black is like, what are you doing? Like,
oh fuck no. I woulda.
Oh no, it gets worse. Oh, that was when she was nice.
No,
so you could tell
that's just like some.
There was a weird tone to her voice, but she was not being mean at first, and so she's just kind of like, are you allowed to be doing that? And we were always told to tell somebody, like, we have a permit. Now, not necessarily thinking somebody's going to come up to us in the woods, but, like, just if we were around town doing, like, the Amazing Race or whatever, like, the cops were aware they did have a permit. So that was, like, our response. So we say back, we have a permit. Like, yeah, like, shout, like, literally shout in the woods, like, we have a permit. And it goes from, like, I really blacked out once she got creepy because at first it was just kind of like, you're not supposed to have it there. Do you want me to call the cops? Like, whatever. So that we were just like, we have a permit. And then she was like, what a fucking stupid place to put a fucking fire. And her voice, like, gets closer and you could hear the leaves crunching.
Oh, hell no.
And so now we're, like, kind of getting alert, like, and we have an emergency walkie-talkie, but it was, like, in one of the bags or something. So we're like, okay, we got to find the walkie-talkie. So one of the guys is, like, trying to find the walkie-talkie to make the call in. And all of a sudden, and so we stop answering her. And Alex is, like, has, like, these little, probably, like, a dollar store flashlight that literally, it gives a little bit of light, but not a lot. It, like, gives a light to, like, a wall of pitch black. So he's just kind of, like, seeing, because you could hear her coming. But we don't know, like, you don't know really where she's coming from or, like, what's being, like, I don't know. Like, it was weird because everything just kind of like echoes. And all of a sudden she goes, oh, now you want to get quiet? Now you don't want to talk back to me? I've never unzipped something so fast in my life because I was like, no. Because she went from nice to batshit insane to creepy taunting. This lady is going to come up in the woods with a shotgun and shoot me in my face is all I kept thinking. And so we unzip or whatever. We get the walkie-talkie. We call them. We're like, we have a lady out here in the woods with us. Like, we don't know where she's at. We can't see her. But, like, she's coming up. And, like, she's yelling at us about that. And she's still yelling. Like, still going. So Brandon, the producer of the show, he comes running out. I'm pretty sure producer. I'm pretty sure that's, like, what the title. He, like, runs everything. And he runs out in his, like, Christmas pajamas. And they, like, go on the street looking for her or whatever. And they didn't find her.
No. See, like, that's, no.
So then you have to go to sleep knowing that.
No.
And, but at least one of the guys was always up at night doing the fire or whatever. And the next morning, another tribe that was, like, up in the woods had heard the lady, Melissa, and she was like, that was actually fucking insane last night. Like, I heard that. We were like, yeah, crazy lady in the woods, never to be found.
Oh, hell no. That, sounds like some devil shit,
and that's
Satan shit.
Oh, fun fact. The place that where, like, the venue, like, well, not the venue, because it is a wedding venue, because it has, like, the bar, whatever, besides the point. The property is old Indian hunting grounds.
No.
So another weird thing was there was a ringing in the woods, like a whatever. And so for the longest, every single tribe thought that they put a phone out there to fuck with us, or, like, you pick it up and they tell you have to do something or, like, whatever. So nobody, like, went to find it, but it would ring, like, at least once in the morning and once in the afternoon, and it would just be, like, one straight ring and then it wouldn't ring again. And the one time it rang so close that I was like, oh, I think I can find it. And I started to walk to find it. And I was like, actually, I'm going to go back to the tribe because I just had like a weird feeling. So when I got voted out, I was then with production and I asked Brandon, I said, you don't have to tell me because if it's like still part of the game or whatever, but is there a phone in the woods? And he just snapped towards me. He goes, I knew I was hearing something. He was like, no, that's not us. But I was telling them the other morning when I was setting up, I swore I heard a phone ringing in the woods. And I was like, no, it's been like for the past like 3-4 days. Like we've all been hearing it, but we just don't know where it's coming from.
Oh, fuck no. I don't fuck with ghosts. See, nope, I'm out.
So
I don't fuck with creepy old ladies. I don't fuck with creepy old men. No ghost. I don't want to be hearing shit. I don't want to be seeing shit. I'm out. You'll see me running down that town.
yeah, so that was like my first night experience.
I would have been shitting myself. I know damn well you were shitting yourself.
Oh, when I jumped out of the sleeping bag, I was actually like full body shaking. Yeah, because I really thought she was about to walk up and shoot me with the shot. Like that's all I kept thinking was like, we're in Maine, motherfuckers have guns. First of all, the owner pulled out his gun out of his crotch and was like, you guys need this to go kill the animals back there? No, sir. No. And then he goes, don't worry, I haven't seen the bear since March.
Oh my God.
And we did find, so when we were looking for wood, Bergen comes back and he goes, guys, I don't want to freak anybody out, but like there's shit out there and it's like big. Like it's like, he was like, to me, I would think that it's bear shit, but we don't know. And that was the first night or maybe the second day getting wood. And then on like day 3, the owner said that to us and we were all like, is he fucking with us? Because we did think we saw bear shit. If a motherfucking
do you know
bear,
what to do if a bear?
I don't care what they tell you to do. They tell you to stand still or some shit like that. Like make yourself tall.
You like roar back at them.
I mean, come here.
Okay, don't do that because then they'll be like,
this shit is spitting at me. No, maybe they'll freak it out more. Oh, no, 100%. I'm shoving. I'm so sorry. I don't know who it would have been. I would shove somebody in front of it and run the opposite direction. I don't care if you're not supposed to run. I'm booking it. I'm not giving it the chance.
Yeah, no.
I'm not giving it the chance. Absolutely fucking not. But there was no bear sighting, you guys. So it is A-okay. But yeah, so just to give you an example of, I have story times for days. Not me when I finally got kicked out and got eliminated and we could eat, I sat on the toilet like butt naked with the shower running and I ate 3 blueberry muffins to the face. Just threw them back. Like I think the first one I didn't even take out the wrapper. I just like lifted the box up and just like it was bad.
How much weight did you lose?
People they did weigh themselves. I didn't, and my scale needs new batteries. I wanted to when I got home, but I'm realizing too, just a little thing, like so I'm vaping wise, didn't vape for 4 days, did not think about it once, didn't care for it. Even when I got out, I just kind of was like, whatever. I have it still. I have been hitting it. I have an old one, but I've been hitting it. So listen what I'm saying though. I haven't really been hitting it because I don't really like. Since I got out, I'm kind of just like, about it. Like I really don't whatever. It's more so like when I'm working and instead of biting my fingernails, it's like the hand to mouth. But because I've cut back on the vaping, oh my God, I'm so hungry. Like so hungry. Because like you're vaping, you're not hungry. Like you have no appetite. I ate an entire thing of Oreos in one day yesterday or the day before. And I was like, honestly, I think I might go back to vaping because I can't get.
Oh my God.
Well, Marissa told me, she was like, most people who like quit like smoking or vaping, they do get fat at first because their hand to mouth, they start eating. I'd rather be sick with a cancer stick than gain all the weight back that I've lost.
Okay.
So I know. I'm just telling you where my mindset's at. That I'm realizing that
you just need to eat heavy. You need to eat heavier meals so you stay full. You have so much protein.
I know. I've been doing really good about my protein. Yeah. I even got soups of protein. What an intro. Yeah, I'm excited. Now you maybe want to talk about it, but we have a lot of important stuff to talk about. It is October, so it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I don't own pink. I'm getting into my girly era, maybe, but I have pink pimple patches on, if you guys can see from here, and Angelina is all decked out. I actually have something for this that I didn't tell you about because I got it sent last night. So I Cancer runs. There's some cancers in my family, but it's not breast cancer. It's usually like heart, liver, that pancreas, like that kind of stuff. So I wanted to be able to talk about it though in a way that's still helpful, like, because besides that, I don't know what it's like, and I don't know what it's like to have somebody with breast cancer. So I do know somebody whose mother went through a very, very rough experience with breast cancer, and I texted her last night and I just kind of asked basically like, what is it like, and like what is something that people should know, or what is people who do go through that experience that they wish people talked about, and also what was it like as a young girl to witness that as your mom going through that. So she did send something in, so we're gonna call it, we could say it's a submission. She does not want her name, just a friend of mine, which is, I respect that. It's a little bit big, so I might like skim a little bit. She had said, being a child of a parent with cancer is tough. My mom specifically had stage 0 breast cancer. It hit our house hard in all aspects, especially with the relationship between my mom and I. I was 14 at the time my mom was diagnosed, and right in the middle of middle school. Of course, I was growing into the attitude of being a teenager and not understanding what my mom having cancer really was going to be like. She then decided to do a double mastectomy. Mm-hmm. That's how I say it, mastectomy. Yeah. Which means she completely removed both her breasts. She never wanted to deal with chemo or radiation. Recovery was not good. She started out helping her as much as she could and became her little nurse. Fast forward to a few months into recovery, and something wasn't right. She was having a lot of complications. Her mom is a smoker, and the smoking infected her expanders, and they had to do another surgery to remove them. And then that, unfortunately, was botched. So, like, I don't know. I'm sure it's not the same for everybody, but you're in nursing school, so I guess you might know more, too. Is it like, do women prefer to have the breast removed versus doing the radiation and the chemo?
I think it depends on the person.
And does it get rid of it? Removing the breast? Because that's where as long as the cancer hasn't migrated anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Look at me knowing my school terms.
We learned cancer. I'll learn cancer next semester or the semester after. But cancer is a very, very, very tough thing to learn about as well, because there isn't a lot. Like, there is a lot of research, but there isn't.
They're never going to let the cure for any of the cancers ever come out. I'm not going to keep going on about what I was talking about, because clearly the camera was like, you're saying too much, so let me not come at the government right now. But no, they're not going to let the cure come out. There is a cure, 100%.
Yeah.
That's another thing too, is like, you're going broke because you're dying.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't.
Yeah.
No. Oh, I'm going to get angry. Okay. My mom was dealing with so much, but instead of finding ways to deal with her pain, either holistically or medically, I became her human punching bag. On top of that, she began to drink more than she ever had. It felt like nothing I could do could ever please her. I knew she was in pain, but I also was a teenager trying to grow up. Everything turned to helping my mom and not me. That sounds selfish, but looking back, I needed help too. I had crippling anxiety and really bad depression that only got worse the more my mom and I didn't get along. And then she, goes in to say, like, the ugly side of cancer is what you lose throughout the process. It's not easy, and I can now sympathize with anyone who has been there to help a family member or friend with cancer. Even though I struggled, I know my mom struggled more, and I wish I had the knowledge I have now to go back and make it easier on the both of us. I think what affected us the most was the stage of life I was going through. My mom was diagnosed, and how if I was older and how I am now, I probably could have helped more and handled differently.
Yeah.
So I wanted to read that because it gives the perspective, too, of, like, the person, like the kids or like a family member, how it also affects them, because obviously the person with the cancer is struggling the most. Yeah. They are the sick ones. They are the ones that are having to think about if they're going to live another month, another year.
Yeah.
Are they going to, are their kids going to pass and stuff like that? But I think also there needs to be a conversation of the aftermath of the kids and the spouse and things like that. Is even if the person does survive, what happens after you do live? It affects a lot of people, a lot of more people than it should. And I think also, do men get breast cancer?
I think they can, yes.
Yeah,
but
right?
It's very rare.
I didn't want to exclude that out, but just also, like, we're two females. So, like,
My nan had cancer. She was a cancer survivor. And then she didn't die from cancer. We think she died from a broken heart, but she was a badass. She was very open about it. So she was
Love that for her. Our hearts do go out to anyone who's ever been affected by any type of cancer, but really just breast cancer awareness. I want to add a new resource to our resource center in our link in bios. I'm working on that right now because the person who also sent me that is looking to connect in ways to like help other families or like connect with other families. And I know somebody that's perfect for it. I just have to do the connection. So look for that. That'll be, by the time this episode comes out, I'll have worked that out. It's a woman who survived cancer, and she wrote a book about basically like how do I live my life when I was planning the end of my life and like how people get affected and stuff like that. So me and Angelina, this is the Get Well Soon podcast. We like to like make sure that all of like the awarenesses for the month we're getting on and things like that. And we have a couple still. I didn't realize that it's also domestic abuse awareness
today.
This month,
I thought. Yeah. But we were talking about that. Oh, she doesn't come on till.
Yeah, not till after. Well, I want to mention it because we're doing a lot of awarenesses, and I don't want anybody listening to be like, because we've been getting messages and DMs about people asking us if we could do an episode about it, and we will, 100% we will. Yeah. I think next episode will be a really good time because I don't want to rush it, and we have a couple other things to do. We don't really like to do like outline type of things, but we do have like points that we want to hit on.
Yeah. And domestic violence is a big
and we're already like
topic that we want to hit on. It's just
we're already more than halfway through this episode.
Yeah,
so
and it's also difficult to talk about.
I think we should prep a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I just was reading like our little notes and I was like, oh, I didn't put Domestic Abuse Awareness Month.
Yeah.
But we're here for you. And in the meantime, like I said, reach out to us. Submit anything you need us to talk about. If you want us to answer like that, we will answer like that. Our DMs are always, 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 always open for you guys. Yeah. We were going to get into seasonal depression today with it getting colder, but I think we are going to... We'll lock and load next week's episode with some story times, seasonal depression, and bringing a little awareness to some truths about domestic abuse.
Yeah.
That will be coming up in some upcoming episodes as we get into that season of people being not so holiday cheerful. But in the meantime, we did put a resource link in our resource center. Oh, there we go. We did put a resource link in our resource center for you guys to go check out. A lot of stats, a lot of just like information that if you at any point feel as though you're going into a form of seasonal depression, it has resources for you. It has explanations to what you're feeling. Like it was really good, and it's from like the American Health Organization. You know, Ange put me on. Gotta have medical. Gotta have
.org.
Yeah. We are so far in this. You guys know New Jersey. So if you're dealing with any of the above that we just went through, New Jersey Holistic Healing and Wellness is the place for you to find your true self and to heal your inner wounds holistically with no medications and no diagnosis. Because at the end of the day, we're all human. I'm Tyler. That's Angelina. And that's it at the end of the day. I was diagnosed with severe depression and bipolar. I'm cool. So, like, if you look at my life and you're like, damn, how did she do it? Just know that at one point they tried telling me that I wasn't ever going to be able to do it off of medications. And I just never took... Yeah, no medications. I actually took those medications for, like, a couple months and I flushed them down the toilet. I hated them so much. That was a good, thorough run-through of the sponsorship. That is always going to be linked in our bios for you guys. They are our podcast sponsorship, and our QR codes are up there for you guys to scan. For those of you that have joined since season 1, we hope you are still loving it here as much as we do. Ready? We're going to do rapid fire questions.
You ready?
And then we're getting into anonymous submissions because we are just still getting flooded. So we're going to have to keep doing the damn thing. All right. Well, I don't know this. Who got better grades in school? I was an honor roll student up until I got depressed.
Than you.
We're likely to spend $1,000 at the mall.
Me. I don't know. You. Not now.
Both of. Oh,
not me now.
If I have it, I'm spending it. What's sexier, a man in a suit or a man in a leather jacket?
In a suit.
Come on, you guys already know how I feel about a man in a suit, man in a uniform. Leather jacket's not really up there. Now, if you said a man in a suit or a man in a uniform, I'd have to sit here for a second. Bruno Mars, hot or not? Not.
Yeah.
He has a weird song about like young girls. I don't know why
He's
anyone
a
ever
really good performer, though.
J.C. Penney or Forever 21.
Forever 21.
Yeah, I don't really shop at either one of them, but I guess I'd say Forever 21. They just put like the most randomest shit on things. Yeah. Philly or Princeton, better atmosphere.
I've never been to Princeton, so
I don't think so either.
Philly.
Go Birds, Mini Mike season.
Woo!
Last time someone gave you an attitude.
Last night, probably.
My mom on the phone yesterday or the day before.
I feel like it's just mom and daughter things because my mom gave me one too.
I think I gave my mom. I just hung up on her when she was talking because I didn't like what she was calling me about. That's my thing. First of all, I don't really even like phone calls, but if you call me and like the conversation's beep, 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 text me. I'm not dealing with that. Without saying the whole thing, when was your last, I think I have a secret or not so secret admirer moment? Every time I get stalked.
And
the most recent time was at the bar. That was security had to come up. Sorry, they said not to say the whole thing. All right. What's the last time you thought? I know the last time you thought it. The submissions that we get sent in about you.
Oh, 100%.
Somebody really. We don't know if that you don't like her, if you like her, but we have an Angie lover. I'm getting Angie put on a t-shirt, and I'm gonna come in one morning and just have it on there. Hashtag Team Angie.
People love my life. I feel like I've always.
Yeah, like you. That's
just like how I've always been.
Well, at least yours do yours online. Mine find me in real life. Like that. It's not.
High school, they did. They knew.
Well, high school, everybody, yeah. No, high school's different. I'm talking about grown age. We're talking. I'm older now, and I'm running into motherfuckers in 7-Eleven who DM me 5 minutes later. Is that you? Or the guy that found me at
This is also why I started dressing like a bum going out.
Oh my God, because you're so much more comfortable and safe.
Yes. No, it's literally why I don't wear makeup anymore. Because when I used to, when I was, beginning of college and I would do my makeup all the time, blah, 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 I was getting hit on everywhere I went. I don't want to talk to you.
Well, you're hot, so.
Look at my face. It's resting bitch face.
No, they don't.
Leave me alone.
They don't. I have a original Get Well Soon shirt that says, I'm a horrible woman, stop speaking to me, whatever. And I say it's a men repellent tee.
Yeah.
Because, fuck off. Just fuck off. No, I feel that. I like being in incognito mode, bare face, somewhat sickly looking.
Yeah.
But baggy clothes. You still might get a few, but you really, no. Now you put yourself together. What?
It's like you.
Can I get your shut
you
up?
Me walking. If I'm put together and I have Savannah with me, it's game over. I get at least 5 people.
It's like a kid. Well, I talked to a guy. I don't even want to say this, but
they'll be like, "Oh, your daughter's beautiful."
But guys have
you look good too. Don't worry.
Guys have kinks for MILFs, and you have the baby with you.
Thanks.
It's a thing. I had a guy. No, I had
Thanks
somebody.
for calling me a MILF.
Oh, duh. But we I was with Marley one time, and we gave some guy a ride. Somebody we knew, but we gave some guy a ride home from the bar or whatever. And he was in the back seat, and she had the car seat from Charlotte. And guy goes, is it weird that the car seat back here is turning me on? Now,
I would have pulled over and said.
So at first I was like, what? And then I was kind of creeped out because I was like, what do you mean that the car seat? And he's like, the fact that there's a mom in the car. And I was like, okay, thank you for that, because
you took it as
I took it creepy. I took it creepy, and once he said that, I was like, that's still so weird or whatever. He's like, it's moms, and I'm like, people do say that though, that they're they love moms.
Yeah.
I can't wait. So where's my husband in a suit or a uniform?
I need to pop out of
I'm about to play in traffic in Philadelphia so that somebody comes
Go
and
to Center City and just stand at the corner.
Well, they're really going to hit me then. There is no saving. I need to go to a little bit where somebody might stop. Rittenhouse Square?
Center City, you'll get men walking in their suits to their office.
And there's just me playing in traffic?
Well, don't play in traffic. I said stand on the corner.
Oh. I thought you were talking about playing in traffic in Center City.
First of all, you can't play in traffic anywhere in Philly. They're going to hit you and keep on going.
Yeah, my street, you'll see, you got to watch. They come zooming. I'm like, do you know that you're on a side street? This is not a highway.
Figures.
I'm going to put a cone out there. I'm just going to start throwing spikes. I'm going to terrorize everybody. All right, let's do our anonymous submission. We have a couple message in a bottles. I have to get the form open. I think yours is first.
Yes. First of all, you guys have been loving our little message in the bottle. We have so many submissions. It's going to take us this whole season to catch up.
I was just saying to Randy last night, because I was talking about, I was like, yeah, when me and Angelina got on our meeting, we were looking at it, and we were like, holy shit, like, that's a good amount. And we were going through trying to figure out, like, how many to do and which ones we've done and not done and stuff. And I was like, are we going to get through these for the whole season? I'm determined. Like, if the freaking season finale has to be 23 submissions, we'll do it. But, yeah, you guys...
Just keep it coming.
Keep them coming. And you guys send us, like, it's shit from all, like, it's all different. There's story times. We have a lot of people snitching on family members. Like,
I know.
I would be like, damn, your cousin. Like, why are you telling, like, but tell us that. But I'd be like, oh, like, if I was your cousin, I'd be like, fuck you. Yeah. Why are the girls on the Get Well Soon podcast talking about me fucking my ugly baby dad that I told you was ugly and you went and, like, crazy shit. All right. Let's get into the first one. Go ahead. Do you see the timestamp for this one? 11:11.
Have either one of you
It was just like this little slight stuttering and then the hey.
Well, that's what
it's okay. Go ahead.
Have either one of you felt like you've been stalked on social media? IDK if you check who watches your stuff on social media, but yeah, have you ever gotten stalker type vibes, but like in a harmless way? Also, another crazy... Okay, so we'll answer the first. Yes.
I was just thinking that. I do not check who watches my stuff on social media. I could give two... I don't care who follows.
But we did when we first started the podcast, and we had a few people...
Because we had... it has like this... When you like a...
It's like a
thing on. We have it off now because we were like, okay, we don't care. But we did have some... We did have some people checking in.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, what are you doing over here? You like this? Like, yeah, all publicity is good publicity. Yeah, but I don't care, like, who unfollows. I don't care who follows. I don't base anything on social media based on that. Who likes, who doesn't like. I don't give two fucks about that. I don't pay attention. But getting stalked, yes. Well, I know I've gotten stalked on social media because then they stalk me in real life. So, like, that whole, like, I used to... Burlington Nutrition.
Yeah.
She used to market that, though. She'd tell people, like, Tyler's in. And people like, oh, but okay. And sometimes it'd be nice, but some of the guys were a little...
Yeah.
And they would only really come in if I was in there by myself. It's just weird.
Weird.
Uh-huh.
Also, another crazy question. Do you feel like you know anyone that thinks they bring more to the table than they actually do? Or someone that thinks they are way better looking than they actually are realistically?
So that second part, no. I say this all the time. I really don't look at people's looks like that. Like, I don't go around and look at people like, damn, that's an ugly person, or damn, that.
No, it says, or someone
that thinks they're way better looking than they actually are realistically. I don't care to judge somebody. If you think you look like Megan Fox, babe, you look like Megan Fox. Like, I don't.
I know some people that think they act hot shit, like they
that's like
fucking,
like you're talking about like appearance wise, or just in like how he's talking about or they're talking about.
Oh no, I like
are you
they
talking
go
about
out
like bring more to the table than they actually do? Hot shit. Like you know what I'm talking about, like when people think they're hot shit because like I'm cool, I'm this and that, and you're actually fucking annoying and ignorant, like that type of thing.
Both. I see both. Like I see like them being both. Like,
yeah, I have encountered a lot of people who think that they bring something to the table and they don't even have a table to sit their shit down at.
Yeah.
And the shit that they sit down at wouldn't even sit at my table anyway.
Yeah. And I don't like, I'm like, shut up.
Yeah. Just you're not it.
Yeah.
100%. And I think that that's basically when you run into people who have way too big of egos, because when your ego is like at a good base level, you're realistic with yourself in the areas that you might fall short in, and then you work to, do that.
Yeah.
So, for instance, like say like, what do you bring to the table? Okay, I can bring all this, but communication's a little bit harder for me, like whatever, but I will do this, and that to make up for that.
Yeah.
Boom, you bring a lot to the table. Have somebody who does not know how to communicate, and instead of doing that, they treat everybody like shit.
Yeah.
But or like I'm an amazing guy, like I'm a whatever, and it's like, no, actually you're a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yes. In terms of I'm sure there are people who think they look. Actually, I don't want to answer that one. I don't know. I don't care to think about people like that or to think about what other people think about themselves. I just hope everybody loves themselves. And if you love yourself a little delusional, you love yourself a little delusional. Good for you. Because who wants to think that they're ugly? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't even. Okay, keep going. I want you to answer what you think. I just have to say one thing because I don't really have an answer for this. I think that when you're so secure with yourself, like I'm so secure with who I am, what I look like, how I am, how I act, things like that, that I don't look at people like this. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I almost feel like there's whoever submitted this, and I said this on a previous one, and I'm not coming at you, but I think a little insecurity of maybe your own is coming through, of maybe feeling like I think like the person who's sending this in is probably an amazing person and doesn't feel as though people see that.
Yeah.
But shitty people get more attention than they do. So it's kind of like a what the fuck type of thing because... So what specifically makes you think that they aren't the level? I don't compare myself to anybody, and so that way, like I'm on my level. Somebody's here. I'm on my level. Nobody else can be on my level because it's my level just for me. Yeah. Doesn't mean that I think I'm above anybody or below anybody. I'm definitely not below anybody, but doesn't mean I think that I'm above. I just think I'm in my own lane. So
that was a good way to put it.
Yeah. So I don't look at people as like. But I get what he's like. I keep saying he, but I get what this person's asking. Like, yeah.
I think there are people out there. I mean, I definitely run into people and have surrounded myself that think they're hot shit, and
they're not.
They're not.
And it's the ego, ignorance.
And it's the ignorance, I think, that makes me think that they're not
on the level.
Yes, and also
self-awareness.
Lack of self-awareness
could have you on a lower. Yeah. You're not in tune with yourself at all. Yeah. So like on a spiritual level, you
and
are
I don't
below.
like people that like you go out in public and it's like, let me give you a nasty ass look just because.
Oh yeah, like smile.
Just smile. Like they're and that just also comes.
I'm also somebody
like insecurity as well. Oh. I used to be like that. Trust me. I used to go out and be like, what is she doing here? Or like, what is he doing here? Like, I was I was a bitch back in the day. Yeah. But now I'm like, oh, I'm so happy to be out. Like, with my friends. Hi. Like, hi.
I'm not the person to give that look to because I'll literally stop in my tracks and say, what?
Yeah.
I don't care. What? Yeah. Who are you looking at like that? Oh, okay.
I just hate mean people. Stop being mean.
Don't be mean around me because I'm going to call you out every fucking time.
We're 25, 24 years old. Like, it's time to grow up.
I've gone to war at family barbecues.
Yeah.
Like, what is the problem? What is the actual problem here other than yourself?
Exactly. It all comes down to that.
But thank you for that anonymous submission. That's definitely
a good topic to talk about.
And every single person listening, watching this has experienced somebody who thought that they were something that they weren't because of a lack of self-awareness and their ego. So then we have, let's talk about how it's okay to vent about your friends without it being talking shit as long as it's, as long as it's not out-of-pocket shit. For example, Tyler's really annoying me today because, hold on. I have to breathe through my mouth and nose because I can barely breathe. For example, in quotes, Tyler really annoyed me today because ... not Tyler's a bad friend, but then go and hang out like nothing's wrong. But FYI, Tyler, you're not a bad friend. And they gave us a little bit of feedback, a little love note at the bottom, and it said, keep going, so proud of you. We love you, whoever this is. Oh. We love you, whoever this is. But then go and hang out like nothing's wrong. I don't know exactly what that part means, but you saying it is okay to vent about this annoyed me. It's a communication thing. That's fine. As long as it depends on the respect behind what you're saying.
Yeah.
If you're talking about, like, for instance, say if you annoyed me and I said something to my mom, like, oh my God, Angelina's annoying me today. Like, I can't stand her. It's not coming from I don't respect you and I can't actually stand you. It would come more from like I love you. You're freaking annoying me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's not you being a bad friend.
Yeah.
But if you're, like, talking shit about somebody, like, did you see what she was wearing last night? Or that's not, like...
Or, like, how she acted, or, I don't know.
You should have that conversation with the person. Yeah. I think, in terms of, like, acted to, you could say, like, oh, yeah, me and so-and-so, like, me and Sav went out last night, or I don't want to use Sav, because she's married. Let's say I went out with, like, what friend do I use for this example? Fuck. Everyone's booed up. I'm, like, trying not to disrespect the relationship.
You could just use me.
Okay, so say like me. No, I don't want to use that. I'm uncomfortable. Marissa, I'm so sorry. So say I go out with Marissa and she's acting like boy crazy or whatever.
Yeah.
If I said to you like, yeah, I went out with Marissa last night, but she was nuts. Like, it was kind of annoying doing like all this and that. It comes from a place of love. It's not like I'm turning around going like, this fucking bitch. That, you know what I'm saying? It's all about, I think, your intention. And Marissa, we've never gone out and that's happened. When me and Marissa go out, we are both a fucking train wreck. And it's the best thing ever, but...
No, I agree. I think some people just like to talk shit. So
there's a difference.
There's a difference of talking shit. And honestly, those people aren't your true friends.
And if you feel as though somebody has said something about you, like let's reverse it, like a friend, and you don't like it, say that. Say something. Say, I don't like that you said this. I don't appreciate that you said this. Set the tone. And then if they do it again, then you know that they actually are talking shit about you. There is a lot of human error. So like, I always say, just don't burn a bridge right away. Have a conversation.
Yeah.
So,
and I've done, actually, this happened like this past summer, and I had a conversation, and I was just very honest, and I was like, listen, I know this was said. Can we, like, not say these things unless I'm around? Just because...
The conversation we had when I was in the shower? On the phone call?
Like, those conversations, you have to... We're at the age where it's like, don't let it upset you. Like, obviously, it can sting a little, and it stung me a little. That's why I reached out. Because I feel like if I did it, I would have just, like, held that grudge. And
played different scenarios in your head?
Yeah, and I would have just, like, overthink it. And at the end of the day, like, I had the conversations... But you just have to be honest and communicate. It's all about communication.
It really all does come down to...
And if you have friends in your lives that don't act that way and, like, just are, like, talk shit all the time, then I think that it's time to close that chapter.
I was going to say, if they keep doing it and they keep disrespecting your name, and also, too, like, if they're really just never communicating with you, so it's... Even if I'm coming from good intention and I say to my mom, like, oh, yeah, Angelina's annoying me. And I always say it to my mom, though, and I never say it to you. That's not healthy either. Yeah, and that's not right. It may not be talking shit, but you're not being a healthy friend.
No, not at all.
But yeah, no, thank you for that. And that's also, these are like very relatable. Yeah. I feel like everybody listening's like, I've thought about this. So it's just to show you guys that we're never alone in any of our thoughts and like the things we go through. Yeah. We might have different situations that bring us to similar feelings or whatever, but like, every time I read one of these, I'm like, yep, that's happened to me before. Or like, yep, I've heard this before or something like that.
Would you tell your partner early on about your past relationships? Sometimes people think it's good to tell each other about their past relationships and crushes early on. Like saying I was in a situationship some months ago, or I was talking to someone some time ago and it didn't work out because of whatever. Also, are there guys that you would smash but pass on dating? If so, why?
Who sent this in to us?
So personally, when I got in...
Wait, yeah, sorry.
No, I'm just going to ignore the last question for right now.
I'm not. I'll answer that. But there's no reason to tell anybody about a situationship.
Yeah.
Ma'am, sir, you didn't get booed up. That's embarrassing. Don't do it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. So sorry. You'll never catch me, like, telling my husband about the dude I talked to for 2 years and it never went anywhere.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
But also, I also, this thing about, you know how, and I feel like guys do this more than girls. I don't know. Guys ask how many bodies you have.
I will literally look at you and tell you 1,000.
Like,
go fuck off.
That's none of your
Shut up. And whoever
business.
came up with that, the bodies are not a real thing. Like, you shared your body with somebody else. Oh, and that's for you to do whatever you want. It's literally your body, your choice. I stand on that and just in general for everything. Like, at the end of the day, it's nobody's business about anything other than like maybe your partner. But still, like, I get a boyfriend. So, how many people have you slept with in your life?
Yeah. Like,
that's none of your business.
That's such a weird question.
I'm healthy, I'm clean, and I don't do crazy shit. You're good.
I feel like when you're in a relationship and you ask that just like puts an insecurity in their head. Like or if you see that person out, they're gonna get like nervous.
And I hate
I don't like that.
The whole like, oh, if you get offensive or if you think something's wrong with like body count, it's because you're a whore. No, actually, I just respect women.
Yeah.
You don't. So just say you don't respect women.
Yeah.
Because I've never asked a guy his body count.
No, I don't care.
I never asked a female either. I mean, I'm sure it's got brought up conversations where like you and your girlfriends talk about it. Like I remember growing up. Well, I don't like, and even me saying this, some people are gonna be like, oh my God, that's because it's high. First of all, my body count is actually, I don't even want to say that. I have not slept with 1,000 people. And for the past couple years, my motto is reuse, reduce, recycle. So let's just start there. Second of all, I couldn't even tell you what the count is.
I used to
have a list. Yeah.
And then
I have a list.
And then I was like, I just need to delete because I started just getting, not that it was high, not that it was low. Like, look, I just did it.
I have a list. It's locked. I don't know what the password is. But no, if you're worried about other people's sex life, it means that you're not having a good enough sex life. Yeah. Go get some dick and go get some pussy and leave everybody else the fuck alone.
Yeah, I agree with that. I also think
okay, so in relationships, so like obviously if you have like a past relationship that caused you trauma, I think
that's different to talk about.
And that's productive conversation.
Yeah. And that's what I was going to say in the beginning, like when I got into my recent relationship. We didn't date for a while, but I kind of was very open and honest about it just because there was serious matters going on. Yeah. To try to separate, like completely, like get that person out of my life. So I think
that's different.
It's like different, and you have to be honest about something that you have trauma from, because if you're not, that trauma is going to build up and then you're going to explode one day and it's just going to be a shit show within that relationship that could have been a healthy
communicated about. And if you go to communicate about past traumas from a previous relationship with your partner and they make you feel stupid or judged or like judged or weird, there's too many goddamn people on this fucking planet for you to have to deal with that. Cut it and go. Okay. I can't emphasize this enough. I know like people get really deep feelings and love and all that. The moment you feel like it's like, if it's not for you in terms of being judged like that, where you're sacrificing your growth and healing, you need to get the fuck up and go. Oh, yeah. I will give you my legs. Get the fuck up and go.
And also, just a reminder for people who are feeling like this, and if you're a woman, it takes women like a month or two to get through that, like crying, like sobbing every day stage.
It's not something you could just like jump up and be like, okay, I'm good, goodbye.
But then once you get through that sobbing stage of like, you know,
my life's over. I'm never gonna find someone like this again.
It is. You're like, what the F was I doing, kind of thing. Like, yeah, you might miss some memories, and you might like think of
time
the good
really
times,
does heal.
But time heal. Oh, I just spit. Time does heal that. For men, also, it will take. They'll like just get trashed for weeks, and then like 4 months later, they're like, "Oh, baby, I miss you." No, guess what? Fuck off.
Fuck off. Or they get a new girlfriend in 2 weeks.
They get a new girlfriend.
I'll never forget when my ex, we broke up. My best friend killed himself, and he showed up to the candle vigil with his new girlfriend like a week later. Yeah. Thanks for that. Yeah. It built me into who I am today.
Thanks for traumatizing my friend, because she's a great person now.
Deadass. Thank you. Namaste. I don't even know what namaste means. But
So
yeah, but I don't think there needs to be you spilling your
conversation,
like the gossipy of the relationship. Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Now, if you like got cheated on, you have an insecurity about that. Yeah, share that with your partner. But
all like the people that you talked to or like mingled with,
I had a
like,
crush on him in 5th grade, babe. I wanted to
No.
Keep your mouth shut. Do not open your mouth.
And also, are there guys that you would smash but pass on dating?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've done that before, so.
Yeah, and then you didn't date them.
And I never dated them.
I think that. So I recently just came to the conclusion that I'm no longer going to be. Well, first of all, I wouldn't say smash. I like the kiss. I like the smoochy smooch. It's fine. In terms of like smashing, first of all, that sounds so gross.
I know.
I am somebody that I'm like, you are fun to hook up with, but I would never date you in a million. And like that's why I think like some guys are like, you're so nonchalant, or like you don't act like you give a fuck. I'm like, because I don't, because I'm not dating you. You're a shit show, but you're a fun shit show.
Yeah.
So welcome to the party. But I recently decided that even that I'm over with, because now I want to date. I don't give a fuck about smashing. Like, I'll wait until if a guy was like, I'm waiting until marriage. Wait, I actually. Yeah. I was just about to lie.
I was
just about to lie to all of you. Let's wrap up the episode. Because that was a crazy. I don't know what like Jesus-y got into me just then, but I just get out. Peak and pit. My peak is this episode. I've missed you guys so fucking much. I said like 5 times when we were setting up. I was like, I'm so excited to film today, and like honestly, I could do this for another like 2 hours.
I know.
But we have shit to do today. But yeah, no, it feels so good to be back.
It does. I was like so
like I just
vibing.
Like I missed you guys.
Yeah.
In the woods. I thought about the podcast actually while I was out there. And then my pit is just that I've been sick since the game show. I got really sick the first 2 days. Not game show, sorry, the reality game. I'm learning my terms, people. And I just haven't been able to shake it like fully. Yeah. Like I have not fully breathed, done a breath up my nose in a little bit. So my pit is just, I don't feel sick. My face is just.
Yeah. My pit is I was sick as a effing dog. What was it, last week? I like had I had a fever. I was down bad.
You were 3 feet under, not all the way to 6 foot, but you were getting there.
Thank God. My peak is my daughter didn't get it.
And that's on having healthy children.
Yes.
That's on having a healthy daughter.
And also peak is like just being back, like reviving.
It's
and also
good.
I'm so happy Tyler's back because I high-key was having separation anxiety.
Yeah.
And I wanted to keep texting you. Like I went to like text you and I'm like, she's not even going to answer me. So like this is just going to
One of the last texts you sent to me was like, I'm really scared. You were like, I'm really scared because at one point you're just going to stop answering. And it was when I stopped answering.
Yeah, and then I sent a video of Savannah, and I was like, okay, I actually have to stop.
Well, I always will take a video of Savannah. Yeah. I love her little life.
She was like, bye, Tai-Tai.
Stop. Teaching her Tai-Tai is my favorite. Like, I love that. Tai-Tai. I'm like, yes. I like teaching babies Tai-Tai is like my first goal whenever I meet a baby because it's so easy for them with their tease. And I also love when people are like, oh, I've been trying to get the baby to say da-da-da, and you just, I'm like, yep, Tai-Tai. Being like that.
Also, before we wrap it up, our mini mic series.
There'll be an episode that came out last weekend, our second set. A little bit more of the episode. Yes. It's vibing. You guys loved the first set of the mini mics. We even met World Star when we were out there. Donovan from World Star was so freaking cool. You can look forward to fun stuff coming up.
Yes.
But yeah, so our mini mic series, we might have a couple in December more than usual because we have more time. But last week we dropped the mini mics versus the Browns. Can't tell you how the game went because the game hasn't happened yet, but I'm going to manifest right now.
I'm just really sad.
The motherfucking Eagles beasted that shit, and we both bet money, and we won, and we're richer when you're watching this than we are when you film this.
But really sad about Red October.
I think baseball will be my thing to get into next year. I started getting into it this year when I went to the Phillies game.
Yeah.
But I've never been a big baseball person, but it's a vibe. It's just
I love being a Phillies fan for every sport, but can we just get it.
And it's crazy because the Phillies aren't bad.
No, we just don't have pitching. Like we need a good, come on.
Put me in,
And
coach.
also,
Wind it up.
I know everyone wants to hit a goddamn home run, but let's just get on base, please. Okay, done. We're done anyway till next season.
We were gonna do a Red October special episode.
Yeah, we
were
were
excited this Sunday, do like a double whammy,
Yeah.
but no, the Phillies took themselves out of our mini Mike series. But yeah, and as we also mentioned, our End Zone Essentials is live in our store, and a percentage of all profit and proceeds will be going to an organization to help whatever needs helping down in
hurricane.
from hurricane season, just to make sure we can send it out to a families, organizations. So if you want to help if you want to help a good cause and you want to help do change and help the people down there, if you're like watching all this hurricane stuff thinking like, I wish I could help, what could I do? You can purchase one of the items from our End Zone Essentials, and that will trickle down. Yeah.
Trickle its way down.
And all that stuff's linked in our bio. Our resources, we were posting some hurricane resources, posted on our social medias. And as always, we do have our resource center. All social medias are linked in our bio. You guys should know the drill by now.
Yeah.
This is it. We're not newbies.
Comment, follow,
subscribe, rating, anonymous submission, find me my husband. Okay. Somebody, I'm waiting for that,
I'm waiting for this. Did you guys know I caught a bouquet?
Oh, yeah, you did catch it. And then behind her, Sean running away from her. With a beer in his hand is cracking me up. I watched the video twice.
Or another baby. Okay, guys. Bye. Love you.
But you can't, I need to have one. We need them to be
Yeah, well, I want 4, so by the time I have my 3rd or 4th, I'm hoping you're there.
Who knows at this rate? Bye. We love you guys. See you next Sunday.